Welcome everybody to another great episode of Real Life Matters. Of course, I'm your host, DBoss. But you know what? We got somebody that's been back, yes, and it's year 2 of this event. And it's been such a success from last year. They brought it back again this year. So, with no other further ado, I'm going to introduce to you Dwayne Morgan, who's putting on the When Brothers Speak.
All right, how you doing?
All right. Wow, second year.
No. This is like, for people who are listening, this is not the same. We've been around the block with this show. This is actually year 23.
Woo!
This is the 23rd year. So we've been doing this for over 20 years, bringing people together to listen to Black men, because we all know we don't listen to Black men as often as we should. Sometimes people don't like what we have to say, but I've created this space to make sure that Black men had a platform where they could speak and other people would listen.
And we know that you're so busy and you're behind it, but just for people that don't know you, Dwayne, just tell people where you're from and what's your background.
So I am spoken word artist Dwayne Morgan. Grew up in Toronto, more specifically Scarborough, because I always got to represent the East End of Scarborough. And since 1993, I have been here producing poetry events, writing books, putting out albums, touring to different parts of the world, and just trying to do as much as I can in the community to try to create space for people to share and to cultivate their artistic talents.
All right. So what's your cultural background?
My family's from Jamaica.
Oh, thank you. Because people will inbox me and tell me welcome. Even though, yes, I'm Canadian, but my parents come from Barbados. So, they always hit me with that.
Yeah, I'm Canadian too, but the family is from Jamaica.
Yeah. Because, Toronto's is like a melting diversity, hub.
Absolutely.
So what, you've been doing this for so long. So what goes into this, the planning of it?
Well, I mean, every
How do
year,
you select the people who are going to speak?
Yeah, once the show ends 1 year, I literally start working on the next year, and kind of seeing, who's out there, who's new, who's fresh, who hasn't been in the show for a while, and I should bring back. So I'm always looking to see kind of how the artists also complement each other. You never want to put artists on the stage and their styles are so contrasting that it just makes a weird experience for the audience. So I really think about the audience and the experience that I want the audience to have. And even the order that I put artists in is very specific to how I want people to experience the show. So once the event ends, I start looking at, my list and start trying to, track who I want to have involved for the next year. Then, it's booking the venue. It's at the St. Lawrence Center for the Arts. So it's a big theater venue. People dress up and come out. It's
like a gala dressing, or what?
I wouldn't say gala dressing, but
people
will go downtown. They'll have dinner first. They'll come to the show, and then maybe they'll go to a club or something. So they make an event out of the event, right?
So they don't want to come like if you're going to a wedding or something like that.
Yeah, you don't have to go that deep into it, but you look like you're going somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so it's really just about creating something that is uplifting, that is high end, that is value for the money, that people can come out and really enjoy as a community and see themselves reflected on the stage. It's not about watching other people. It's about watching people that look like people speaking about things that you've gone through and you've experienced. So it's a real beautiful night for people to really just come out and experience, whether they're lovers of poetry or not lovers of poetry. It's just the whole thing is just a vibe. It's an energy that people have to come in.
So you got any controversial topics this year in the lineup?
It's interesting because it's a no holds barred. It's uncensored. I don't talk to the artists about you can say this, you can't say that. Every artist is given 20 minutes, and the only rules they have is do you. That 20 minutes, do you in that 20 minutes. So sometimes people will say things that are controversial. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes people will say things that are.
But you got the taskmaster Dwayne behind them. I said 20 minutes here.
I keep them on task. So because when you start working with those kind of theaters, the minute you go over time, they're like, all right, we're getting time and a half. So I'm just like, hey, I'm not trying to pay nobody's time and a half. So you make sure if it's 20 minutes you have, when you see 19 minutes, you start wrapping that up and coming off the stage. So that part, I'm a big stickler for that part. But because of the content and what people have to say, I really want them to share and embody what is on their heart and what their experience has been. So I stay clear.
Do they rehearse with you before everybody goes on?
No. It's whatever they're gonna do, I hear it on that night as well.
Wow.
So again, for me, there's a level of trust that goes into that, but it's also you're gonna book artists that can handle that. They're not gonna come out there and embarrass you and do all the different things, right? So, it's my name and reputation that's on the line. It's my name that's on the marquee.
Wow,
so,
that's a big thing. You don't even know what's going on.
Well, absolutely. So that's where the trust comes through. That's where, the fact that I have done so much stuff and I've built up a reputation, people feel honored to be in the show. So, I've never had a situation where people have disrespected the show or tried to embarrass or anything like that. That has never happened because everybody understands how important a show like this is because there's really nothing else like it that's really happening. And because of that, there's just a reverence people have, and they just really are grateful to have that opportunity on stage in front of their community to really speak about whatever it is that they have been experiencing as a Black man.
Okay, so you just select people from in Toronto, or people come from all across Canada, or where?
It really depends every year. So this year we have 4 of the artists are from Toronto. One was originally from Calgary, but he lives in Toronto now. We have 1 artist coming from Buffalo, 1 artist coming from Las Vegas.
So we have American counterparts. Okay.
Yeah, so it's one of the things that's so important that we actually hear different perspectives of Blackness, because what is Black in Toronto might be a different experience in Buffalo, might be a different experience in Las Vegas. And it's so important that we actually, sit there and listen to what these different perspectives are, because depending on where you live and geography and all these kind of dynamics, your experience as a Black man changes and differs. And I think it's really valuable to be able to get different perspectives on the Black experience. Okay.
All right. So when is the show? Just tell everybody when it is.
All right, the show is coming up on Saturday, November 26th, again at the St. Lawrence Center for the Arts in downtown Toronto. Tickets are available through Ticketmaster, so make your hair appointment, you get your nails done, find your outfit, call up your girls, your boys.
Well, the men better go get themselves groomed too. It's not just about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Get your fade done, all that kind of stuff, because ultimately this is the place where you want. And I have to say, as you mentioned that, for the gentlemen who are watching right now, there are so many women who come out to my event, and they come out with their girlfriends or they come out solo because they don't have no male counterpart to go with them. If you are out there looking for a woman who is beautiful, intelligent, cultured, buy a ticket. Make sure you reach. You come alone, you go home with somebody who
matchmaker Dwayne Morgan.
I'm trying my best. So, brothers, I'm telling y'all, make sure you're there. When you see the videos and the pictures posted afterwards, you will kick yourself and say, why was I not there? Because people come out looking good.
And but and that's a good thing for you to say, because some people just think they go to the club and this and that, but you can meet good people at different events, and you'll know what they're about.
Absolutely. Forget about the club. Forget about all that. Go someplace where people are going to be thinking about stuff, where you can have a conversation with somebody. I think that's so valuable.
Well, it is valuable. That is because if you can't talk about nothing, or you're always high or something, that's a different thing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, are you already scouting for people, or how do people if they want to get involved in the show? How do they go about it? Do they send you something, or what do they do?
It's they don't necessarily have to send me something. but it's if they message me, I'll keep them on my radar kind of thing. And like I said, for a year, I'm kind of watching to see who's making moves. Is somebody putting a book out? Is somebody putting an album out? Because then you might want to tie it in to help them get some sales or promotion and that sort of thing. And this show is the largest and longest running show of its kind in North America. So as a result of that, it's not something where, oh, I've been doing this for 2 years, can I be in the show? No, you have to be tried and true. You have to have traveled. You have to have done some things to build up your resume to get on to that stage, because it's literally one of the biggest stages in the spoken word in North America that you could perform on.
So do you do this thing in the Caribbean or Europe, or have you taken it? You want to take it there or no?
I mean, eventually it would be great to take it all over. So far, I've only taken it to Buffalo and to Ottawa. But definitely one of the dreams that I have is to have a tour bus and to just be going city to city with poets on a tour bus and just roll up in a city and jump off and get on stage and do what we do. So definitely touring it is something that is in the plans of what I would like to see happen with the event.
Wow. Well, there's a lot of things you're working on there. So I know
absolutely, but you know what? If you don't work, nothing happens, right? So at all times, I'm always working, because that's the only way I've gotten to this point, right? So you just got to keep it moving, put things out into the universe, do the work, and God takes care of everything, So
that manifesting power.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if people want to reach out to you on social media, Dwayne, where can they reach out to you?
All right, I'm very easy to find. It's Dwayne, DWAYNE_Morgan. You can find me there on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I don't really use Facebook all that much, so if you message me there, you might be waiting a minute before I respond.
Why are you using Facebook? Or you already met some of your people?
Man, it's like, Facebook is it's I don't know. It's just so passe to me. Like, I'm just not there that often. So oftentimes when people say, "Oh, I messaged you on Facebook," I'm like, "Yo, people still use Facebook? I wasn't even aware."
Yeah, so, they do.
Yeah, I'm always trying to, I have to try to make the Facebook a regular part of the thing where I'm actually.
Or let somebody help you do it.
Or that too. I find the other ones are a bit easier to just navigate, on the go. So. I will make the effort to be more active on Facebook.
We're gonna be watching. I'm gonna be watching it. I'm gonna be watching this Dwayne Morgan. You hear people? He don't use Facebook, but he's doing this spoken word. We just play it. He'll reach. Maybe better give your email address then.
Well, just in case, the website is dwaynemorgan.ca, so that's a fast way.
Okay, all right. People go to the website here. We just play with Dwayne. We just gotta let the stress come.
Absolutely.
All right, so you can go to his Facebook. You go out there, support Dwayne Morgan, not me. I didn't say that. Now he said men can meet some good women there. And maybe women can meet some good men there too.
Absolutely.
You never know, but don't take anybody's man or woman.
Well, that's also it too, right? That's also it. Look for the ones by themselves.
Look for the ones that are asked, "Are you single?" Don't assume, because you don't want anybody to be having a fight.
Absolutely. We're a drama-free event. It is a drama-free event.
I dress good. Don't come in looking scruffy.
Exactly.
All right. Well, we got a good smile. We got a couple smiles out of Dwayne Morgan, so he's good now. So you guys go attend the event. Get the tickets. If you guys want to participate, he's open to people, I guess, in North America. So, that's Canada. For people who don't understand North America, it's Canada and the US. So, he's hoping to broaden the show more out and the movement. So, y'all want to participate, just don't sit there and say, "Oh, we didn't know about this," because you know about it now.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the support and having me back.
All right. So, are there any shout outs you want to give before we cut off?
Definitely just a shout out to you for, you know, the work that you've been doing and informing the community about things that are going on, and my publicist Sasha for working things behind the scene, all of the artists and all of the people who just you know, love the event and come out and support. So thank you all so much.
All right, and he'd be nice that day, people. He'd be smiling to greet you guys at the door.
Absolutely.
All right. All right, so I do want to thank the viewers for watching tonight. Real Life Matters. So bye for now.
All right, take care.